Le Sasquatch from Granby. Was Nicholas a criminal, a bored father, a local legend? Depending on who you ask, he was all three. Granby, in Quebec's eastern townships, is where excitement goes to retire, and every day feels lovingly handcrafted to be indistinguishable from the last. It's the perfect place for anyone who dreams of a life so predictably quiet that even the local gossip needs a coffee to stay awake. Nobody in Granby remembers exactly when Nicholas joined the Barnacks. Others swear he'd been hanging around garages and sugar shacks for years before anyone noticed. At 62, Nicholas had spent 40 years working a respectable job, mowing his friend's lawn every Saturday, fixing snow blowers for neighbors, and attending every minor hockey game his kids played. Then the kids moved away. The house became silent, very silent. One Friday night, over 8 Molsons and an overcooked meat pie, someone invited him to help move some merchandise. Nicholas showed up wearing a cheap Sasquatch mask left over from a hunting festival. The crew was stunned and laughed so hard nobody could breathe. The mask stayed. Within months, people stopped calling him Nicholas. He became Le Sasquatch. People think the mask was to hide his face. Truth is, Nicholas liked the mask more than his own face. The strange part wasn't that he committed crimes, it was that he committed them like a disappointed father. The Barnacks specialized in small-time jobs, stolen pickup trucks, bootleg cigarettes, the occasional shipment heading toward Vermont, but Nicholas had a gift for turning simple operations into legends. Like that time, he went bowling and accomplished a perfect game with a golf ball. The Barnack crew set out under the cover of darkness to recover hidden contraband from an isolated rural barn. Their instructions were straightforward. Follow the directions written on a note, dig beneath an aging feed silo, retrieve the buried stash, and disappear before sunrise. Nicholas uncovered a metal box in less than 2 minutes. Expecting the operation to be over, he pried it open, only to discover another handwritten note inside. It read, "Wrong box." For a brief moment, he wondered how many boxes could possibly be buried beneath a single barn. 23 was the answer that came from somewhere behind him. As the crew slowly turned, they found an elderly farmer standing calmly in the doorway. He carried no firearm, only a weathered shovel. Looking more tired than surprised, he explained that they were already the 4th criminal crew to arrive that month. According to the old farmer, the first group had buried cocaine. The second had hidden cash. The third had buried the first crew, running what amounted to an unusual side business. He had spent years accepting payment from criminals wanting to hide valuable cargo on his property. The problem, however, was that nobody ever seemed to return for the correct box. Nicholas scanned the surrounding fields. Fresh mounds of disturbed earth stretched across the property in every direction, revealing just how many unsuccessful treasure hunts had already taken place. The realization was unsettling. Anyone determined enough to keep digging would probably uncover something eventually. Whether it was the item they had come for or the remains of someone who had searched before them, was another matter entirely. Without another word, the Barnack crew carefully returned the shovel to where they had found it, apologized for leaving holes in the farmer's field, climbed back into their van, and drove away empty-handed. 2 days later, the old farmer buried their abandoned van beneath the same feed silo. Inside, he placed a single note: "Wrong vehicle." Was Nicholas a criminal, a bored father, a local legend? Depending on who you ask, he was all three. But everyone agrees on one thing. If you saw a Sasquatch running across a muddy road near Granby in 1978, there was a decent chance it wasn't folklore. It was just Nico, late again.